Jesus said, I came that they might have life and have it abundantly. Abundant life is available to every believer. Abundant life is having the life of Jesus welling up and overflowing in you. Abundant life is seeing Jesus, how wonderful he is, basking in his goodness, soaking in his grace to me, marveling that he chose me, he loves me, he sees me, that he lives in me. Abundant life is living by faith in the reality of my union with Christ. He is in me, and I am in him. Christ came to give us overflowing life. How do we experience it more fully? Paul's life was gripped by the great truth that Christ was in him. Paul was continually reveling in the wonder of Christ and the wonder of experiencing Christ in him. That's abundant life. I think of two images of Paul. One image, Paul the blacksmith. Paul was like a blacksmith, his hammer striking the anvil. Life in Christ, life by Christ, life through Christ, life with Christ, life of Christ, life from Christ. Paul was the prince of the preposition. Prepositions are words that position other words in relation to one another. In Romans 11:36, Paul wrote, "For from him and through him and to him are all things. To him be the glory." Paul lived positioning himself and everything else in relation to Christ. The second image of Paul is Paul the treasure diver. I picture Paul in swim goggles and a wetsuit, diving into the ocean depths of Christ and breaking the surface, lifting high a golden chalice or some other treasure, exclaiming, "Glorious riches!" then diving down again, always seeking, pursuing, glorying in Christ. Dive and surface with treasure. He has delivered us from the dominion of darkness. Christ in you, the hope of glory. For in him dwells all the fullness of God. I want to learn from Paul, who occupied himself continually with thoughts of Christ and gloried that Christ lived in him, to express his life to and through Paul. I want to learn from the blacksmith and the diver and occupy myself with Christ and live more abundantly.